I'm back.
Hey, this is BabyTea. We're back with more Kathy Rain. We have finally found Mr. Charles Wade. And we are going to figure out exactly. Oh my goodness, I am about to sneeze. Oh, thank you. We are about to figure out, hopefully, we're going to figure out hopefully what's going on with our grandfather and the guy in the red suit and, you know, everybody else. This Lily girl. What's going on with Lily? And those lights. And that flower. There's so much going on.
That's not what this is about. It's personal.
He thinks that I want a picture of him in his hospital because he's famous, right? But
sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
You know, Charles, the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Oh, look at this. Topical? Topical.
Very true. That's something that Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Oh shit. Okay. No, this is okay. Let's just let's just tone it down for a second.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned.
Oh, Kathy.
I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember.
Yes.
You were at the funeral.
Sure was.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
That's true.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I like Claude. I like Claude a lot right now.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Well, let me just talk to you.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it.
Oh.
It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran.
Oh.
He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Oh.
Perfect. Thanks.
Cocky refers to Jimmy Cochran. Tell me about Jimmy.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense.
Yeah.
He's been held in a mental institution for years.
Oh.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
Yep.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
Oh, man.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy.
Oh, totally.
Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
It's true.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles.
Oh.
And started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Uh-oh.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
Yeah. Tell me about Lily Myers.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings.
Really?
I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs.
Connoisseurs?
Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for.
What?
Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
Art theft?
What art theft?
There was
Really?
a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Yeah, really.
Eloquently put.
Shit ass. Lily Myers' art. Stolen?
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Yeah.
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows.
Really?
The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso. untouched, but every single painting by an unknown local artist gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings
Clumsy
back.
job, eh? Nathan!
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck.
Man, Truman doesn't have any luck.
They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Ruffles?
Some stunning police work right there.
Yeah.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime.
Oh.
But nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
Oh, delightful.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious. What's your interest in the paintings?
Really?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Yeah.
Is that so? Strange.
Very strange. Tell me about the Church of the Holy
What
Trinity.
can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele.
Aren't you old and rich for church? No.
Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Yes. How about
Do
that
you
incident
know
in 81?
anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help.
I don't believe you.
How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists.
Yes.
Say what you will about Joseph, but he was never rich.
Well, that's true.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused.
Yep.
She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly.
No.
Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly.
Oh, poor
I
Joseph.
wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations.
Of course.
In her eyes, I had become one of them.
You are one of them. Look at your sinister voice. You know this way he says them. Them. Like he's I don't know. Just your voice makes me not want to trust you.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs.
All
Rain
right.
accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else.
Well,
So I did.
good job. Well, thank you for doing that at least.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together.
Yep.
Married our high school sweethearts together. Went to war together.
Oh, man.
I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life.
Too much to
I
count.
repaid the favor once or twice. But he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
She's so proddy. The truth
The
is.
truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
Oh.
My parents?
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior.
What?
I couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson.
Oh.
Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped.
Okay.
That anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian. More strict.
That's right. Lay down the smack.
It's hardly Grandpa's fault. He did everything he could to set my father straight.
Oh, I never claimed to doubt Joseph's commitment, but I'm not going to ignore his flaws.
His many, many flaws.
Your grandfather often used his heart when he should have used his head.
Fair enough.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I believe it is, objectively.
Sometimes.
But I shouldn't speak ill of the dead.
Now they're dead.
Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because he wasn't talking. He was sitting in a freaking wheelchair the whole time.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
Thanks, Charles.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
Okay, can I also show you this photo?
Do you recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran, taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Right?
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
I'd also like you to get us.
Are you crazy? Given his condition, it's likely to actually kill him.
Okay, well, all right. Well, maybe not a stun gun, but how about this picture?
What do you see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these parts.
Really? How about this?
Do you know what this is?
A flower. Why don't you consult a botanist instead of bothering me with this nonsense?
Okay, well, I'm just asking a question, ass clown. Do you know what this key is for?
Do you know what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people a question like that.
I'm not, like, I'm a little desperate, I guess. I'm just a little curious,
Private
really.
phone. Wade must get special privileges here.
Oh, who has a phone in their room? Crazy! A small key, floppy disk. I don't suppose there's anything else I can show him. Hey, Claude, how you doing?
I'd rather not. He crushed me like a twig.
Just for talking? I don't
Looks
think.
like Wade brought some of his old tombs with him.
I don't think Claude is.
Just some boring landscape paintings. Just some boring.
You know, maybe they're nice though. Maybe they're nice landscape paintings. I don't think Claude is gonna crush you just because you talk to him. I mean, yeah, he's big, but I don't think he's that kind of person. See you later, douche. All right. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Well, now that I've given that guy lots of debt, because his stay at the clinic is likely not free. All right, so let's go on to, I guess, the church now. Although we do have to find Jimmy Cochran,
Hello,
too.
Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
No.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good.
No.
So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain. But
Price.
I'm guessing you figured that out
The
already.
Price Mausoleum! Do you remember?
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here.
Do you remember the mausoleum from the cemetery? Tell me about your church.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s.
Okay.
Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area, as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all.
The Call of the Void.
Then suddenly, divine intervention.
Oh.
3 bright lights appeared.
Oh.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Oh.
The sign of God.
Oh.
This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for.
Okay.
He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany.
Indeed. The stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Huh.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating
story. Very captivating.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture.
You can't write scripture in Christian theology. You don't write your own scripture.
The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983.
83?
That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you, the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kind of empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You walk into a church on Tuesday, it's not going to be that busy.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Yeah, no.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really?
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right.
So you're rather close.
So, How did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot. And when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody.
That sucks.
She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Maybe she did.
Any idea of what
Isaac?
caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Really? You know Jimmy Cochran?
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
I don't recognize that name, no.
Okay, well, you're a douche.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much.
Okay.
Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
That's true.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young.
Oh, okay.
They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
Well, that was nice.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
Sort of.
I wouldn't say that, no.
No.
He was a friend of the church, but
No,
he
no,
wasn't
no.
a religious man.
No, okay.
He believed only in philanthropy.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
really?
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion. Every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father.
Fair enough.
Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart, regardless of what others might think.
Okay.
And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
All right. Well, there we go.
Do you know anything about an art theft at the Wade estate in the 80s?
I have just a vague memory of reading about it in the paper.
Okay. Well, that's just great. Now, could you take a look at
I
this?
could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church.
Okay.
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
That's not suspicious. Let's see.
Do you know what this key opened?
I'm afraid not, my child.
Okay.
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine.
Let's take a look at the
It's an
altar.
altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap.
Okay.
Impressive
All right.
window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights.
There's a door. Oh, there's a couple doors. Look at door.
Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some.
Let's go in there. Hey, I'm just gonna explore your church.
Locked.
Well, that sucks. Let's pick up a Bible. Can we have a Bible fight? Just start whipping Bibles at each
I
other?
really shouldn't. They might burn.
Please. Grow up, Kathy.
Locked.
Dang it. Alright. Well, I guess there's not really much else I can do here. I got a little... I didn't really get a lot of information. Let's go back, I guess. There was an art theft. Let's go... we're gonna go back to the nature reserve one more time. I want to see if I can, like, pick up a flower. Oh, there's something on the ground.
Hello?
Right there on the ground.
Creepy bald guy. Guess no one's home. That wasn't here before.
Sure wasn't. Let's pick it up.
What's this?
Red man.
A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy. A bald man.
Who do you think did this, right? I know who did that. Nathan. That's Nathan right there. Can I pick up the flower? Can I take it?
It's endangered. I'm not gonna take it without a really good reason.
What are you talking about?
It's endangered.
Oh, come on, Kathy. Don't be such a wiener. Fine. Alright, let's get out of here. We at least got the painting. We are gonna go to the lakeside cabin, I think. Because we're gonna talk to... Because we found Nathan's painting. Hey, there's a seagull. Was a seagull there before? Hey. What? Wait a minute. Okay, that's dumb. Knock, knock.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
Okay, we'll do. She shuts the door. Oh, she must have the chain across the top. Hey.
No Nathan today?
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
Let's take a look at your drawings there, hey, buddy. Lily.
That must be Lily. She seems very happy.
Uh-huh. There it is.
Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man. I need to talk to him about this.
Mm-hmm. The red man. Okay, alright. Okay. Oh, is it gonna be the same thing? Okay, alright, I'm sorry. We're gonna go back, Okay. Let's talk to Sue again. Hey, Sue. Let's sit, cross the
I
legs.
had a few more questions, Sue.
Shoot.
Shoot. You
I don't need to ask her about that.
Yeah, okay.
Did you know that somebody stole Lily's paintings from Wade?
Huh? I knew he got robbed a few years back, but I thought he still had them all.
Nope.
I don't need to ask her about that.
Okay.
Do you know who the red man is?
Oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend. The red man has been around ever since my boy was little.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
No way! According to Nathan, the red man hasn't changed in 30 years.
Oh.
Sounds like he has quite an active imagination then.
Oh, you have no idea. He has unique names for each of the kitchen utensils. Nuff said.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat.
Okay.
Looks like they barely touched the food.
Interesting. More ashtrays here.
Do you know anything about...
Sure. Smoked it a few times back in the
Oh.
day, before it was endangered and all.
Yeah? What was it like?
Similar to pot, but stronger and more unpredictable. Never touched the stuff after I got pregnant with Lily.
All right.
How about this?
Sue, what do you see in this picture?
My God, that looks like one of Lily's paintings.
Oh!
Wow, really? Can you describe it?
It was a nighttime scene, just like the photo, but the lights were floating above the lake.
Oh, man.
There was a pale hand reaching up from beneath the surface trying to touch them. The forest in the background was on fire, making the sky purple and red.
Oh, man.
There were probably other details too, but that's what I can remember.
Sounds captivating. Wish I could have seen it.
Okay. So... Alright. Maybe let's skedaddle then, I guess. We've
Nice view of the lake.
Nice view of the lake indeed. Okay. So I think we gotta lead with
It doesn't belong to me.
Okay. We're gonna...
Oh, gee.
Okay, well, I guess we can't swim in the lake. Okay, we're gonna go and hop on the, take off on the Catmobile. Think about the Catmobile. Look at the Catmobile.
It's the Catmobile, my custom chopper bike. Plenty of gas in the tank.
Oh my goodness.
She was born a 76 Corley Motors.
Corley
But there aren't
Motors!
many original parts
Oh
left.
my
Took me a couple of years to
goodness.
make her perfect.
Okay, Corley Motors is funny because that is the name of the motorcycle company from, what is it? Full Throttle. If you ever played the LucasArts game Full Throttle, if you haven't, you should. But that was it was Corley Motors. That was the thing. That is a really great Easter egg. That's a really great throwback. I like that a lot. That's good. Now, I should have tried to tase the bird. I was not able to tase the bird. We need to go to the sheriff's station and talk about Jimmy and okay, so we need to talk about Jimmy Cochran, which you can go to her and talk to her about it. Grandma, and then we also got to talk about the art theft. So let's do art theft first. We think we bugged Grandma enough for now. We're gonna go with the art theft first. We're taking a walk over here. Gonna talk to the sheriff. Hey there, sheriff. Let's talk about.
Hello, Sheriff.
Hey.
Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
I must. All right. Let's talk about.
Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that.
Great.
Lenny,
Yes, boss.
get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86.
On it, boss.
There you go. Good work, Lenny.
There you go, Kathy.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Let's read it. The alarm in the Wade estate is triggered. The house is empty at the time. The neighbors contact law enforcement. Officers arrive at the scene. 7 broken windows can be observed. A sweep of the estate's surrounding premises reveals no trace of the perpetrators. A single witness identified as Franklin Goldfarb, reports seeing multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime. Charles Wade arrives in Conwell Springs to make an official statement. After examining the house, he reports that the paintings in excess of $15,000 have been stolen. The art in question has not yet popped up in any circles that are known to deal in stolen goods. Terminating investigation due to lack of leads. Okay. Yeah, that was a relatively short one. Okay, so Franklin Goldfarb is who we want to talk to, I guess.
I gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary.
Maybe he does. All right, let's talk to the sheriff a little bit more about the other guys, and then we'll go from there. We gotta ask him everything. See if we can go through everything, you know?
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
I don't need to ask him.
Okay.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
That's easy.
Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind.
That is the only thing to.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Never heard of him.
All right. Well,
That's
you
all for
are
now.
the best. You're the best sheriff in town. Look at you. Hey, Lenny. Let's talk to you.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello,
Lenny.
Kathy. What's up?
I'll tell you what's up, Lily Myers.
I don't need to ask him that.
Okay.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Not really, Kathy.
Okay.
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
Do you know anything about.
You're joking, right?
Nope.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. And finally.
Does the name Franklin Gold.
Sounds familiar, but I can't place him.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Frankie Gold. That's the bum. The bum. Frankie Goldman or whatever. Franklin Goldfarb. That's the bum.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
That's the bum. Oh, he's not here right now. Dang it. Okay, we gotta find the bum again. We gotta find where the bum is.
Kathy, wait.
Yeah?
What?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery. Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat food.
Obviously.
Oh, well, great. Can I buy you food sometime?
Oh, Lenny.
And also buy food for me? And then maybe we could eat the food together?
Oh, Lenny. No. No, absolutely not. Actually, I'd rather eat a foot. Okay, we're obviously not interested in Lenny. Let's be honest, it's the haircut. He's got a pretty cute face, but the haircut is just no good. So, and this face is way worse than this face. So we're just gonna say a simple no.
I'm really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Yeah, see you later, Lenny. Try again, buddy. Strike one. All right. Okay. All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking to Grandma about Jimmy Cochran and maybe looking him up and looking up him and Goldfarb in the directory, although Goldfarb, I'm sure, is the bum. But when we get back, we will continue our investigation. I feel like we're getting somewhere close. We're getting somewhere close. All right, we're going to find out for sure next time. Thank you so much for watching.
I'm back. Hey!